Sorry about that. This is now part 2 of the other video because my son interrupted me while I was recording. So anyway, like I said, when I came back 11th grade, I had failed Algebra 2 in 10th grade because I had got put out. When I came back 11th grade, I thought they were going to make me take Algebra 2 again. I signed up for Algebra 2. They gave me geometry. And when we were there, you went Algebra 1, Algebra 2, then geometry. So, for whatever reason, I failed Algebra 2. And when I came back 11th grade, they gave me geometry anyway. I took geometry and passed it, flying colors. Got like an A in geometry. But I still needed another credit in math. You needed 3 credits in math in order to graduate. And so I had to take math my senior year. So since I had failed Algebra 2, my intent was to take Algebra 2 in 12th grade because I failed Algebra 2. I did so good in geometry that my teacher, Miss Peterson, said she wanted me to take trigonometry. I took trigonometry and analytic geometry my 12th grade year. Both of them are honors courses. And in those classes, again, and it probably was even bigger than that. It's probably 80%. All right, 80% of the people that was in that class, I had never been in a class with before. It was like I met so many people for the first time my senior year at Milford, and they were there the whole time. Because like I said, I was in the same classes with the same people, same lunch periods with the same people. I hung with the same people. So it was so many people I had met for the first time through my classes. And I had band was considered, they made band honors for us as seniors. So I technically had 4 honors classes my senior year. But I knew everybody in the band. It was they just made it an honors course, but I knew everybody in the band. But and then I had some other courses that I had took my senior year that I ended up, people was in my class, like it was like business communications. I had like health. And it was just people in my classes that I had never been in classes with before. So it was so many people that I met for the first time my senior year. That was the biggest unique thing about my senior year, is so many people that I had met for the first time. And we had been going to school for 4 years together. Of course, I went to my senior prom with my girlfriend at the time. That was fun. Me and Butchie got a limo together. I had my girl, he had his girl. This guy, boy, he had me rolling. This fool dumped his girlfriend after we left that prom. They was beefing before we went to the prom. They was beefing like a couple weeks before when he went to her prom. After we got done with our prom, man, we left that Belvedere Hotel, whatever that place is, took his girlfriend home, and he dumped her right on her porch as we took it. He got out the limo, took her to her porch, he walked her to the house and dumped her. Me and my girl was in the limo rolling. He dumped his girl on prom night. He got back in the limo. We in there tripping. We dropped him off at his place. And then me and my girl just rolled. We had the guy drive the limo around. We got on 695. And I had him drive around the whole 695 twice. But me and her in the back of the limo. And what went on in that limo stays in the limo. He drove around the whole 695 Beltway twice. The prom night was fun. I spent probably half the time there in the picture line. The picture line was like trying to get on the shockwave at King's Dominion. You know, you sit up in the picture line for 2 hours to take these pictures. Man. Anyway, we had that. We had, of course, graduation. And I told y'all about Miss Brent tried to set me up, try to say I wasn't graduating. That all got cleaned up the day of the graduation. So I ended up graduating. I walked across the stage. She did not have me in the program. Like I said, if you still got your Milford Class 95, you still got that program for my graduation. I am not on the program because she tried to say I wasn't going to graduate. And she messed it up. How you doing? All right, how you? I think she did that on purpose. But I graduated. I was there. I walked across the stage. I was out of order. They had me in the back. All the people that she tried to say wasn't going to graduate that actually were graduating, they just put us on the back end. So they had everybody in alphabetical order. So once they got everybody in their alphabetical order, all of us rejects were in the back. We were the last ones to walk across the stage. So I didn't care. I walked across that stage. I got my diploma, and I looked at her right as I walked across that stage too, because I know it hurt her to give me that diploma. So, but she gave it to me. But that was it for my senior year. It's funny when I think about it, because when we graduated, when we left there, we had dinner at my grandmother's house after the graduation. And I think about it now, half the people that was at that dinner are no longer here. It's in my family. My grandmother's house that I went to, she's gone. Both my other grandparents are gone. My uncle, he's gone. My aunt, she's gone. That was there my graduation night. And then I sit here and think about it. But it was nice. At least they got to see me walk across the stage, right? But that was really it, my senior year. Can't think of too much else special that happened that year. Other than, like I said, I met a lot of people for the first time. That was the biggest thing. You know, and of course, your senior prom and graduation and all that, but it was a typical year. You know, we were the big men on campus. I still think we were the best class ever in Milford. I may be biased, but I think I'm right. Milford Mill Class 95, boy, I tell you, ain't nothing like us. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nothing like us. But that's it for now. That was my little quick run through of my high school years. I guess I already did one for 9th grade. I did one for college. Probably won't do a year for year. I can't remember year for year from middle school. But then again, I can. But a lot of people didn't go to Johnny Cake Middle School. No, Milford, yeah, I did my elementary school stuff. But it wasn't a lot of. I did some Johnny Cake stuff, some videos. You check out my YouTube page or look on my TikTok. You'll see them, all the stories I did for middle school and elementary school. And I still got more stories. It just takes for me to see, I may see something that'll spark a memory, and I'll just make a video. Like this series I just did, I ain't planned none of this, man. I just came out here, turned this phone on, start talking. If I actually plan some of these things, it'd probably be better stories. I just do it while it's on my head. I just talk it through. But that was it for now. So until the next one, I'll see y'all.